Marquez, I hope you seize this opportunity to like really put yourself on, like for real. Like you want to get a business meeting with Melody, like take that shit seriously, because I feel like they were trying to play on your top. They were trying to play on your top. And start going to see your kids a lot more, because besides that, the motherfuckers ain't got shit to say to you. And Ken, how the hell you say you don't like this man? But I mean, how the hell you say you don't have a problem with this man in real life, but you going at him the way you going at him on that stage? What? Make it make sense. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Deuce with the News, where we recap all things reality television, pop culture, and entertainment. And you know, sometimes we dibble dabble in a little sports and politics. Maybe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, and share this video and join our community. And yeah, because you know, it's some shit coming on that I'm gonna be recapping. Love is Blind. Well, no. I don't think I'm doing Love is Blind, actually, because I watched a little bit of the season so far, and the shit is boring. I barely want to take a note on it. How the hell I'm gonna be? No, I'm not recapping no boring shit. Sorry, not sorry. But I will be doing Love Island when it comes out in the summer. I'm also going to be doing some other shows, but yeah. So today we will be recapping Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 9 Reunion Part 3, the final part of the reunion. And of course, the episode starts back up on the tail end of Martell's joke. Okay. So Ken says the whole situation with Martell didn't really bother him, and it was before him, or the fact that it was before him didn't bother him. The only thing that bothered him was that Trisha was omitting information and Martell keep making jokes about it. Then Carlos starts to ask Ken a question, and Melody kind of jumps in and is like, hold on, Martell, you ain't gonna say nothing to this man? You always trying to argue with a woman, but this man talking to you with this voice and you don't want to say nothing? I said, ooh, she petty.
What happened? You ain't got nothing to say to him? That man right there? Ain't got nothing to say to that man sitting right there? Because you argue with all the females. So you ain't got nothing to say.
So Martell rebuttals with the fact that Ken isn't being disrespectful, so he cool. And also say like, well, is Marcel a bitch? Not a bitch, he didn't say bitch. Is Marcel a woman? Is Maurice a woman? Is Chris a woman? Basically saying like he had conflict with all them too. And so it's not just men or whatever. I mean, it's not just women or whatever, it's men too. So basically everybody find what Melody said was funny, and Maurice in particular pissed Martell off because he was laughing quite loud, and he's like on the same side of the couch as him, I guess. So he like, Maurice, what the fuck, what's so funny? You acting like a bitch. I said, oh, he's bothered.
Yeah. And you was quiet on the set.
Damn, Maurice, why you gotta she made a good joke. That ain't a
So Maurice was like, damn, she made a joke, like it was funny. So Carlos asked him, do he feel like he owed Trisha an apology for, you know, the jokes and all the things that he said regarding the situation? And he like name a joke. Like, when have I ever made a joke? Name a joke. And everybody like, nigga, you just made a joke. So he tell Maurice again to shut up. He like, shut up, because when you was Melly was saying her shit, you ain't had nothing to say. Wah. Okay, whatever. At this point, Nell starts yelling at Martell. She like, nigga, shut the hell up in my ear. And one thing I could say is that this reunion, I feel like Nell really showed who the fuck she is for real. I feel like you can only, the mask came off. That's what it is. You can only hide your true self for so long. And I feel like she is like a mean old woman. It's like, why everybody was bothering you on the stage so much? Did you need to take a nap? It was irritating me, I'm sorry. It's like everything was bothering her. She had something to say about every fucking thing. I'm like, gee, cut to break. Give her a 30-minute break. Let her take a nap in the back, because something is going on with grandma. No shade. So Carlos then asked Martell, he like, so you said Trisha wasn't attractive enough to sleep with at that moment during that time. And he was like, and he just making face. He didn't really get no answer. So Ken like, that's a lie.
You said that Trisha was not hot enough for you to sleep with when you first met her.
No, that's a lie.
You did say that.
Oh. No, that's a lie.
Is that true?
Hey. And so Melody jumped in and was like basically asking Chris to explain the whole, you was in his gym, got the call from Martell, blah, 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 that whole shit again. And he said the same exact shit he been saying all this time. And before he say that though, before he said his story, Martell whisper towards him and they're like, don't answer that question. I'm sorry. Martell and Trisha, y'all not beating the allegations. Y'all are not beating the allegations. I'ma just make that known, that clear. Not at all. Not at all. Not just because of what Chris said either. Also because of the shit that Trisha be saying, especially when asked during a reunion about the shit. It's just like, first off, why are you going to this nigga? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Literally, we about to get into that. So Carlos is like, all right, Martell, like clarify the steps after though. Did you slide into her DM? He like, yeah, of course. And he was like, and then you invited her over to your house. And he paused. He paused. He didn't say nothing. I'm just like, what? Trisha jumped in, of course, trying to clean it up rather. And she like, no, he actually invited me to a gym. So how the fuck did you end up at the crib? Carlos is like, yeah, I remember you originally didn't remember if it was a gym or a house because, you know, a gym has, and start naming stuff that gyms have and then start naming stuff that homes have. I said, oh my gosh. Because how the hell you remember if you went to a gym or a house, girl? You're full of shit. You're full of shit. And then she was like, yeah, originally we were supposed to meet up at a gym. And when he sent me the address, I Googled it and I seen it was a nice ass neighborhood. Okay, so when you Googled that address, I'm sure it's showing you was a home address too. And she like, yeah, because I know it's like a nice clubhouse in that area. And Martell like, she was like, ain't it? And Martell like, it is. Y'all should have studied, practiced, did something. Because never beating the allegations, sorry. At this point, Carlos, he tired of the bullshit. So he like, so knowing that this is a small town, when Martell slid in your DMs, you didn't think that, you just thought it was just about the gym. And she was like, I didn't know his character. Carlos like, hold on. Fuck the character, okay? When he slid in your DMs, did you know he was married? She said she had no knowledge of him and Melody's relationship until she went to his home. She was like, I didn't watch the show. And everybody like, what? This bitch lying. This motherfucker's lying. And Ken tried to say, well, I didn't either. And Carlos like, yeah, but you're a man. Exactly. You can't, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second that she did not watch this show. Especially not when your motherfucking husband was attending mimosas by Melody. Girl, you lying. Trisha tries to blame the fact that she was going through a lot during that time. Basically the death of her family members, that she wasn't really paying attention to the television, XYZ. Okay. Carlos then asked Ken, do he think Martell was setting Trisha up to look loose? And Ken said, yeah. And I'm like, how? How was he setting her up to look loose? First off, before we even get there, if she didn't give him the material to make her look that way, it couldn't be a setup. And I think that's Ken's main problem. It's like he don't blame nobody else. He blamed everybody else for Trisha shit except Trisha. Like, what the fuck? It's annoying. Carlos then bring up the big fight they had during the finale and was like, yeah, she was saying that, you know, Martell was the reason for the problems in your relationship for the most part. And he like, no, that's not true. And she just likes to, when we argue and we get to that point, she say stuff to push my buttons and to, you know, get at me. She kind of remind me of something like him. Now, he didn't say him. Kind of remind me like, and just pointed. Mind you, Marcel like, who you pointing at? Who you pointing at? He like, you. He's like, you know, she be petty like you. She ain't say nothing, of course, because we know that shit was, that's not what it was. That was not what it was at all. How much conviction she had when she said that shit, she meant it. The way y'all was going at it, that was a very real conversation in y'all home, okay? That was a very real argument, fight, consistently in y'all home. Don't try to, we're not gonna make this, oh, she was trying to be petty and push my button. Boy, please. Another lie. Never beating the allegations. Carlos then asked Ken if he trusts Trisha, and he said 100%. But when he said it, it didn't sound 100%. It sounded like he paused before he said it, like slightly, you know? It sounded like he like, 100%. Like, it sounds real fake, okay? Not full of anybody at all. He then asked Martell, do he feel like he owed Trisha an apology? And in so many words, Martell says no. Are we surprised? No. They did bring Marquez out, and Carlos is like, the viewers have this notion that you just up and left your family and your kids. And he like, that's wrong. I didn't do that. No, you did, but maybe that's not all you did. He said he's always been present in his kid's life, and the problems between him and Ken is what alienated and ostracized him from like his family or whatever. And Trisha is like, okay, do tell. And he like, both of you guys have alienated me from certain situations and certain things because of how y'all feel. Now I can see that. I can definitely see that happening. Carlos then asked him at this point, like, okay, so when did you move to Atlanta? He like, and when did y'all get married and all that? He like, we got married in 2006. I left to Atlanta in 2021. And Trisha jumps in like, yeah, but you wasn't even staying there. You wasn't even staying there. You had a address there, but you was doing this and doing that. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, what the fuck does that got to do with anything? What are we talking about? What does that have to do with anything? Now, I don't know if they edited out some parts and we was missing something, but I'm like, that don't have anything to do with anything, literally. So they start going back and forth. It was a whole lot of back and forth stuff that you can't really put together unless you watched it. But basically just saying shit that really didn't matter. And Marquez was like, but Ken was sending you messages in 2017 saying he want to lick you like a lollipop and we was good. We didn't have no problems. I said, ooh. Did he now? So Ken tries to say that he don't even talk like that. And actually, it do look like you talk like that. Not gonna lie. That sound like something your ass would say. 100%. And now he starts to get irate and basically said, like, I allowed your son to use my car to come see you in Atlanta for your birthday.
But Ken was also saying that he wanted to lick you like a lollipop in 2017 and we was good.
Yo, are you serious? Talk like that. You wasn't gonna be able to spend time with your son on your for your birthday. I let your son drive my car to Atlanta. So
now this is one thing I don't like about Ken. He always seems to throw it out what he do for these kids. And it's like, I think I said this in a review before. Are you doing this to say what you have done for them? Or are you doing this off the strength that this is your woman, you love these kids, genuinely love these kids, and you want to do for them? Or it's just the aha moment when you gotta go against Marquez? Because the shit is getting old. I'm tired of it. Stop saying what you done for these kids. Like, you're supposed to. Ain't this your fiance? Don't you want to marry this woman? You're gonna be doing for her kids. Once again, they're going back and forth, and Marquez says Ken can't have kids. I'm like, damn, it might be some truth in that. But he said Ken can't have kids, and that co-parenting with two narcissists, it don't work. And Ken like, oh, he just learned a new word. He trying to throw out the narcissist word. First off, where's your neck? No, I was playing. Marquez says he talks to his kids daily, and Kimmy jumps in and like, it seemed like you feel like you're in your kid's life because you talk to them over the phone. Like, do you do anything? Do you pay for dance? Do you send money for clothes? And Maurice is trying to get her to like, he like, hold on. Like, he's trying to get her to be quiet. Ken jumps in and was like, if you don't provide the monetary things, who do you think do it? They fucking mama should, right? The fuck? I'm confused. Like, do she not have money? She can't provide for her kids? But anyways, and Marquez is like, if you have to keep, as a bonus parent, if you keep bringing up the monetary things you do, like, that's not right. And I agree. I actually have to agree. I just said that. Like, I don't, like, what? Like, what are we doing it for? So Marquez goes on to say, like, hey, they will never be your kids. And Ken calls him a bum and said that they be giving him money and that he has borrowed money from his son. Whatever. Marquez say, you can call me whatever you want, but Trisha, you can't sit here and take away from the 15, 16, 17, 18 years me and you and the kids did spend together. Can't do nothing with that. And it seemed like they didn't have shit to say about that because they was quiet. So, in my opinion, I just feel like Trisha is a lame ass woman. Lame as fuck. Lame. Sorry. Carlos then asked them what is the status of the divorce. Marquez like, I haven't seen any papers. Ken like, oh, the papers have been signed and you have 30 days to sign them back. If you don't, the divorce is automatically over or whatever. He like, cool, I hope you pay for it. And Ken is like, I did, because I know your ass couldn't. Once again, dig for money. Like, you know, sometimes they say the niggas with the money be the lamest. You're proving them right. Ken then goes on to say that he have no beef with Marquez in real life. He like, I don't have no beef with you in real life. And Marquez like, I do have beef with you in real life.
I have no beef with you in real life.
I have beef with you in real life. Like, this is not reality. This is reality TV, but this is real life. I have no beef with you.
This is all I want.
And I'm like, hold on. How the hell you... This don't look like somebody who ain't got beef for somebody. This how you treat somebody you don't have a problem with? How the fuck do you treat your enemies then? Ken starts to go on and say some stuff like, as the mother and father of these kids, and he's like, you're not their father. And I feel like that statement right there solidified exactly how I feel about Ken. Because I feel like Ken was only saying that to antagonize this man. Only to antagonize this man. I think the whole, I don't have no problem with you and I'm on your side and I'm trying to help you out, facilitate shit with your kids. I feel like that's a ploy to make him look good, because you cannot say that and then go on and say the mother and father of these kids like their father ain't sitting there. Listen, he may not be as present as y'all think, but that's still their father. Okay? Still their father. May not be a present father, but still their father. And Marquez needs to start stepping up and being there more. But like I said, let's go back to Ken for a second. The fact that Ken is saying that and doing that and that it's antagonizing him. I'm sorry. You know you antagonizing this man at this point. I don't like that shit. Not one bit. I don't like it. And then Trisha just sitting there like, bitch, you're lame. Kimmy jumps in again and is basically like, so as the father of these kids, you don't want somebody in their life that care about them? And he like, I don't have any respect for that man. Like, I don't respect him.
Marquez,
you spend time with him.
You would want somebody in your children's life that doesn't want to take care of them?
I don't have respect for him, ever.
Okay, so
And I have God and I have discernment, and basically God and his discernment is telling him not to trust him, not to, not to deal with that. And Ken and Trisha laugh. They laugh and make faces and do, and I'm just like, they is some clowns, G. Some clowns. I'm sorry. Once again, a lot of bickering. Marquez says he has audio of Ken saying he ain't shit and all this other stuff. And he like, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. And Marquez gets up and Carlos kind of like run over to try to like calm him down, sit down. And he like, please sit down. And I'm just, it's making me frustrated because it seems like nobody is getting me. Nobody is understanding. And Carlos is like, I do get it. I do understand. Carlos says that's not the case, and the reason for this whole platform and this whole, I'm guessing, the reunion is for people to, get out of their head and look at stuff from another person's point of view and see if they can fix things. And basically it's like, the only reason why you are here is so your voice can be heard. I want your voice to be heard, and I respect that. Carlos then asked him, do he have a crush on Melody? And he like, it's not really a crush, it's more of an admiration, And he likes, do you want to take her on a date? And he like, no, I don't really want to take on a date. I'd rather get to know her like on a personal level, on a business side. And Melody do jump to his defense, and like every time I see him, he do be asking me like, I want to talk business, let's talk business. Ken, evil ass, bothered ass. Marquez bothers that man. He bothers that man. He hates it. He hates it. He hates it. He do. But anyways, he jumps in and is like, oh, he's just trying to do the same thing. He's trying to use the business thing just like Martell used the training thing, just to try to swingle his way in with Trisha. Like, that's the same thing he's trying to do to Melody. And if he was, why does that matter to you, sir? Mel, like, actually, it's not the same thing because I haven't gone. I haven't met up with this man. You feel me? And Marquez is like, you think that's cool? Like, you sound like a simp. You think that's cool that your girl was with Marcel? Like, and he like, even if she was, Ken, even if she was, that was before me, bruh. Okay, bruh. Keep telling yourself that to make yourself feel better, because that's a lie. It's a lie. I feel like Ken saying that just shows he don't even believe her. He don't even believe that they didn't fuck around for real.
What's sense for even like saying that, bro? What is you saying? Like, you think that's cool because your girl with Martell?
Even if they did, it was before me, so
Bro,
it doesn't matter.
But she lied to you, and she playing your face.
You're lying.
Marquez then hit him with your best shot. Dum, dum. Okay, now hit him with your best shot. Marquez like, she don't even want to marry you for real. She don't.
Lying right now.
She don't even want to marry you, bro.
Okay.
She really doesn't.
Ken couldn't say shit to that. He was like, he like shrugged, and Trisha made like a, girl, cause you don't. And we could see that from the season. Like, he hit that man with his best one. With his best one. Carlos then asked Marquez, like, is there a reason why y'all ain't divorced, or you haven't signed the papers, all or whatever. Marquez like, I presented the papers. Like, I gave her the papers. And basically, Ken and Trisha is saying that he never signed those papers, though. Only Trisha did. And then Ken reiterates again the whole 30-day thing. In the state of Alabama, after 30 days, if the party didn't sign the thing, the divorce is automatic. And okay, who cares? Who cares? Marquez like, getting divorced ain't a problem. Like, I don't care about that. Like, you feel me? And you, as a man, should have got that handled 3 years ago with your lady. And I agree. Why are y'all waiting on... It's been 5 years. Why are y'all waiting on year 5 since they've not been together? That's 2 years extra since y'all been together. You should have been... gave her an ultimatum or something. He be simping. He is a simp. Trisha says that Marquez could have filed too. And he like, well, I was trying to fight for my marriage. And she like, how was you trying to fight for the marriage and we didn't talk? Girl, I don't know. Marquez then goes on to say that Trisha needs counseling, and baby, y'all all do. Y'all all do. I'm not gonna lie. Every single one of y'all needs, every single one. Cause it's a shit show. It's a circus over there for real. Carlos says his only concern is for Marquez and his kids, not the 2 people on the couch. And I agree. Worry about your kids. Forget the other shit. And that to keep them updated with everything, and especially with their business, you know, move venture with Melody. Marquez then starts to praise Melody and basically say like he has multiple business opportunities he want to discuss with her, and basically that he wants to give her her flowers in front of everyone right here. Now Carlos stands up and hand Marquez the flowers arrangement that is on the table and give it to him. And so Marquez gets up, kneel down on his knee, and then asks Martell, because he's passing him like, is it cool if I do this? And he like, it's good. And he basically like, I want to give you flowers, but not these. Ken is chiming in at this time saying that he's a scammer. He's a scammer. Don't give him none of your information. He's a scammer. Well, scammers make money. But y'all calling this man broke. So it's either a scammer or he broke. Okay. So yeah, he basically gets on one knee and offer her a verbal proposal, business proposal, and they get up and hug each other. And yeah, a little cool little moment. And I respect how Melody didn't like down him in that moment, because clearly that's what the 2 on the couch was trying to do, whatever. And hey, maybe he do really want to come with her at opportunity for business. I think that's the right fucking thing to do. Like, because I don't think you got no room to date this woman. Like, I feel like you need to go hell. But he did say that. He like, I'm not really in a space to date. Amen to that, as long as you know. So yeah, he daps up Martell on his way back to the chair, and then basically like, oh, when she was coming to the house, it wasn't a workout. Amen. Hallelujah. They cut to a break, and then when they come back, it's just all the ladies on the stage to talk about St. Thomas. He asks if everybody enjoyed the trip, and everybody raised their hand except for Nell and Destiny. Nell has been, I feel like she has been negative this whole reunion. Negative, nasty, god damn.
Raise your hand, you have fun in the girls' trip.
Now you didn't have fun. I mean, it was a lot. It was more than what I'm used to.
Mel was like, I feel like we had a lot of fun. We had a chef preparing the food. Like, overall, it was a great trip. And Tisha agrees and say the only thing she didn't like was the rooms. Understandable. Kimmy then say, no, Carlos was like, do you feel like that because y'all was OGs? Y'all was supposed to get better rooms? And Tisha like, yeah, for the most part. And Kimmy like, it ain't even had nothing to do with us just being OGs. Like, we were filming in Melody's backyard. She was like, we were filming in Melody's backyard for nothing so she can pursue her TV show. Yeah, a TV show that put all y'all on. What was the point of saying that? Like I said, a lot of her shit seemed rehearsed. All of it, not even a lot, all of it seems rehearsed. And it's just like she keep trying to dig at Melody. For what? Like, why you keep trying to dig at this lady? Filming in the backyard for nothing to pursue a TV show that she got. A TV show you still on. A TV show she's leaving and you're still on. Like, be thankful. Fuck. Carlos asks Nell if she thinks that Melody heads got big. And she like, yeah. She was like, shit, she even said it herself on the beach. Like, she the queen. And she was like, I didn't even start calling myself that, like, for real. That was a joke. But who really was calling me the queen? And she like, she didn't really say nothing. So Melody gets up and reenact how Nell was basically calling her the queen and telling her that everybody needs to just bow down, it's her shit. And
there have been many conversations that Miss Nell has been a part of where she has said, I don't know why everybody won't just understand this male. Everybody need to fall in line.
So Mel starts to slide in her chair like slowly like this. Mel tries to slide down her chair because Nell is once again trying to explain herself. And here she goes saying that, yeah, I've been more of a friend to Melody than she has done for me. And basically says she has done more stuff for Melody. So Melody's like, I haven't done the same to you. And Nell like, see, you always do that. So she's like, whatever. She let her talk. And then in the end, basically, she tells Nell that she appreciates her and she's sorry for how she made her feel. And Kimmy tries to butt in. And Melody like, hold on, I'm talking to Nell. And she's like, oh.
I want to do the back and forth.
Like, and I appreciate you, Miss Nell. I appreciate you.
But how did you think it was going to be received?
I appreciate you.
When you said,
I want to make sure she hears me. I appreciate you.
Like, girl, what the fuck? We don't need you to butt in right now. Like, shut up. The fuck? So she tells her that she's sorry and, you know, basically they make amends. And Nell tells her she appreciates the sorry and it ended well. Next, Carlos brings up Destiny and Melody's relationship or lack thereof and brings up the fact that Destiny met Melody at the top of the stairs to tell her she was sorry. And he asks, like, is there any opportunity to basically, like, fix this, rekindle this? And Melody is like, if it was ever an opportunity, it would have been right after St. Thomas. I agree. Destiny basically, like, you created a narrative within the girls within this group that I was moving too fast. Like, you know, I was coming on too strong. And she like, yeah, because she like, everywhere I went, you would sit. Like, you would sit across from me, you would sit next to me. She was like, you was even texting me, or no, you was even bringing up, like, you would ask me like, well, what happened? Was you here for this? Was you here for this? And she was like, girl, you was texting me on your notes app on your phone. That's what Destiny said to Melody. And Melody like, yeah, because you kept asking me shit. You kept asking me stuff. And I guess probably because they was filming, she couldn't, like, they couldn't blurt it all out. I don't know. I really don't know. A whole bunch of shit I don't give a damn about, honestly. In the end, they basically both agree they don't want to resolve things. And that the beef is going to be going on forever.
This tonight, okay?
Period.
But
Ever.
stay locked.
Is what
Just
it is.
stop.
Up and it's stuck.
Okay, hold on.
Always. Till death do us part. Up and stuck.
Okay.
So now Carlos is telling them that they have a special guest coming out, and he's asking everybody who they think it is. And he asks Martell, and he like Melody's boyfriend. And she like, and he did name drop. They bleeped it, but he did name drop. And she was like, what? That ain't even my boyfriend. She like, I do have a boyfriend, but you don't know him. Clock it. He asks Melody, and she says Lance. He then asks Marcel, and Marcel says Wanda. Of course, it's Stormy. I don't know why anybody would think different. Like, she was on the season a little bit, so why not bring her ass out? Like, you know. So he asked Stormy if she's pregnant, and she like, no, but we did find a surrogate, so hopefully, you know, like within a year that they'll be pregnant. He asked her why she left the show, and she was like, basically, she got very busy, and then with all the negativity, she was just over it, and she didn't feel like dealing with that, and didn't feel like it was good for her brand and better her brand. Y'all know she just sold over 1 million on TikTok, TikTok shop with her TikTok lives and all that. She been popping off. Like, TikTok is, they love her over there. So I get it. I definitely understand. The next segment is about Kiki. Now, y'all know I don't deal well with death, so I am not going to speak too much on this topic. Rest in peace to Kiki. He do ask Tisha, like, how was her and the family? And she basically says the only thing that matters to her is Kiki's children. That sounds to me as though maybe Kiki's mom, husband, not on the best page. And I'm pretty sure because they wasn't really on the best page before she passed. So I can understand how she feels about that. She says she hates that the viewers couldn't see the real Kiki and like their real relationship dynamic. And that is so unfortunate. Love on y'all people. Love on y'all people before it gets too late, because you never know. They did like show like a tribute video towards Kiki, and I'm guessing, I don't know if they filmed this for the show but then put it on the show, but they did like a candlelight type vibe for Kiki. Like, some of the cast was there. It didn't look like Melody was there, but it looked like everybody else in the cast was. Carlos did reveal that Stormy actually paid for Kiki's funeral. So she reached out to, she said it was just on her heart while she was in bed one day. She reached out to Kiki's husband And Kiki's husband was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy that you called, because we was just figuring out how we was gonna pay for her funeral.
Stormy, it was revealed that you paid for the entire funeral. Is that true?
I had like such a strong affinity for Kiki.
And I was just thinking in my head, like, Tisha and Marcel wasn't gonna offer nothing, wasn't gonna say, like, that's crazy. Anyways, but she was like, yeah, that was just on my heart to do. She was like, Kiki really touched her. And so she paid for the funeral. Everybody speak their piece. Basically, Carlos like, do anybody got anything to say? And Maurice is just like, if Kiki touched you in any way, please make sure her kids are good. Like, you feel me? Do something for her kids. They are pivotal points in their life where, you know, they could use the help. And I agree. Don't say how much you miss somebody. They done something for you. Y'all definitely got the opportunity and the resources to do something for her children. So I agree, do that. That was the end of the reunion. That was the end of the season. How did y'all feel about this season? Please drop a comment down below and let me know how y'all feel. I think this season was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. Y'all know Melody will not be back next season. I kind of want to see how this show gonna be without Melody. Like, I am so happy Melody decides to leave, only because I feel like the way they just started treating her, like, it wasn't a good look. And it was like, why am I being blamed for everything? And also, it's like everybody be wanting Melody to tell her truth and live in her truth. Now it's time for y'all to live in y'all's. Okay? It's time for y'all to live in y'all's. It's time for y'all to put it on the flow. All of it. Destiny, you can't hide behind the storyline, the triangle storyline no more. You have to give us something. Kimmy, Maurice, y'all have to give us something. Tisha, Marcel, because I seen they were trying to chill this season pretty much. Besides him getting into it with Marcel, they were trying to chill. Y'all have to give us something. It can't just be Marcel. That's not gonna make a show. This shit gonna tank fast. So I'm excited to see where the shit go, if it do go. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next season if you are only here for Love and Marriage. But you don't have to only be here for Love and Marriage. I got other shows I'm doing. So stick around. I'm just saying, stick around. Subscribe down below, leave a comment, like the video, and of course drop a purple heart below if you made it to the end. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.